Yo, what is up guys? It's me exactly, back bringing some more daily NBA news. Thank you for coming back once again. You guys already know that you are the real MVP. So of course free agency started at midnight. And as soon as midnight came around, it was like bang, 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 bang. Players were already agreeing to deals with these teams. I mean, within like the first 10 to 15 minutes of free agency, they're already like 10 to 15 deals done. I thought it was all gonna be over in like 30 minutes. But it did cool down a little bit after that, and we're now waiting to see where a couple of the last real big name free agents will sign, like DeMarcus Cousins and LeBron James, as well as what will happen with some of these restricted free agents like Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon. Other than that, I guess some trades could still pop off as well. But for now, I just had to go over everything that did go down already in free agency and talk about some things that you really need to keep your eye on that could be about to go down. But before I fill you guys in on that, I had to fill you in a little bit on the sponsor of this video. Everyone's favorite sponsor is back, SeatGeek. You know, it's been so long since I told you guys about SeatGeek that they just wanted me to remind you that it's still the best way to buy tickets to any live events. That is right, any live events, not just NBA games. You can still go to concerts and other things like that even though the season is over. And I mean, it's literally the best, easiest and cheapest, especially when you use the promo code SDC at checkout to receive $20 off your first order, way to get tickets. So if you haven't already, just get the app. Links are in the description box below. And to start off the news portion of this video, we're gonna start off by talking about some things to look out for that haven't become official yet. That being said, first up in the news, a very unlikely team is trying to force its way into the LeBron James conversation, the Denver Nuggets. Yep, that is right, we got reports saying that the Nuggets are aggressively pursuing a meeting with LeBron James. The Denver Nuggets are aggressively pursuing a meeting with star free agent LeBron James, a league source told Yahoo Sports, hoping to convince James that Denver's talent makes the Nuggets an ideal short-term fit. Also saying Denver has been in contact with James' agent Rich Paul and has dodgily tried to position themselves as James' best option, the source said. Paul George's decision to re-sign with Oklahoma City Thunder has taken a potential James teammate in Los Angeles off the board, and thus far the Lakers' talks with San Antonio for Kawhi Leonard have gained no traction. Now, I really applaud Denver for having the guts to try to go after LeBron James, since they are such a small market team that no one would ever think would even consider going after LeBron James. And of course, if LeBron James did join the Nuggets, they could be a really good team, like a really good team. They have lots and lots of talent there. They're just missing that guy, and of course LeBron James could be that guy. Only problem with all this is it's Denver, and even if LeBron James were to go there, it's not like he would be guaranteed to win even one ring. So it's going to be extremely hard for the Denver Nuggets to pitch LeBron coming there when, you know, he could go basically anywhere else. But once again, props to the Nuggets for shooting their shot. Next up in the news, that Denver report stated that the Nuggets are trying to convince LeBron James' camp that they are the best fit for LeBron James, that they will give LeBron James the best shot of winning an NBA championship. Well, I think they might be forgetting about one important player here, the Philadelphia 76ers. According to Adrian Wojnarowski, LeBron James' meeting with the 76ers is set to go down today. Philadelphia is meeting with LeBron James and his reps today in Los Angeles, league sources tell ESPN. He then added though that LeBron James will not personally attend that meeting. For today's meeting, Sixers will meet with James' reps, sources tell ESPN. James will not attend the meeting. Now, of course, that doesn't sound too good at first, because you would think if LeBron James was taking this meeting seriously, like he was seriously considering signing there, that he'd be in attendance, that he'd want to be there. However, don't read into this too much. LeBron James most likely isn't about to personally meet with any teams. He didn't even personally meet with the Cleveland Cavaliers last night, and I doubt if he'll be at the Lakers meeting when and if that's going to happen as well. LeBron's just sending out his reps to meet with the team, then they're gonna fill LeBron in another meeting, and he's going to use that to make his decision. In completely related news, this also kind of piggybacks off everything that we had to talk about yesterday. The Philadelphia 76ers truly believe that they are about to build the next super team in the NBA, where they not only land LeBron James, but of course Kawhi Leonard as well. As reports just came out this morning saying that the Sixers believe they can win the Kawhi Leonard sweepstakes, and that will for sure get LeBron James to sign with them, as Mark Stein just tweeted out this. Among the Sixers' planned top selling points to LeBron James agent Rich Paul today, Philly believes it still has a real chance to win the Kawhi Leonard trade sweepstakes. Now this has piqued my curiosity. You remember yesterday when we were talking about the Spurs possibly doing a trade with the Sixers, and it came out that the Spurs were interested in guys like Dario Saric, Robert Covington, plus at least one future first-round draft pick from Philadelphia. And I said that that sounds like it's too good to be true, because Philly would have done that trade already, so the Spurs must be asking for a lot more. Well, see, now I'm thinking that maybe that could be true, and the Spurs really would like a package from Philadelphia involving those players and picks. However, Philly is just waiting to see what LeBron James has to say, if he even has any interest in coming to Philadelphia, because they don't want to risk trading for Kawhi Leonard without knowing if LeBron would actually sign with them if they did. So that is why they're going to meet with LeBron James' team today, fill them in on what's going down behind the scenes, let them know that, hey, we have a real shot at Kawhi Leonard here. Like, if we call up the Spurs, we could work out a deal right now. But before we do that, we need to know, if we do, would LeBron James like to play for us? If LeBron James' team says yes, that he would play for them, especially if they got Kawhi Leonard, that's when they pick up the phone and do a deal with the San Antonio Spurs. If they say no, then, you know, why risk it? Why would you give up so many assets for Kawhi Leonard when he could just leave next summer? That's just what it sounds like is about to happen to me though. And if this does happen, if the Sixers get both Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James, and someone out there needs to put 24-hour surveillance on Magic Johnson to make sure he does not do anything stupid. And lastly in the news, now I'm just going to get into everything that officially already happened. And like I said back at the beginning of the video, a lot officially happened within the first few minutes of free agency. And first off, here are some of the smaller deals. Doug McDermott signed a 3-year $22 million deal with the Indiana Pacers. Joe Harris agreed to a 2-year $16 million deal to stay with the Nets. Ersan Ilyasova signed a 3-year $21 million deal with the Bucks. Trevor Ariza signed a 1-year $15 million deal with the Phoenix Suns. Jeremy Grant is staying with the Thunder on a 3-year $27 million deal. Derrick Rose is staying with the Minnesota Timberwolves for another year. Ed Davis is now on the Nets. Marco Bellinelli is with the San Antonio Spurs again, and Omri Caspi signed a 1-year deal with the Grizzlies. So that is it for all of the smaller deals. Now let's get into some of the expected deals. And first off, DeAndre Jordan has once again agreed to sign with the Dallas Mavericks on a 1-year $24 million deal. Hopefully he doesn't back out again. And then Chris Paul is also staying with the Houston Rockets on a 4-year $160 million deal. No surprise here whatsoever. However, the only surprise was going to be the number of years that he signed. Of course, Chris Paul wanted the full 5-year max. The Rockets were thinking more about 3, so they met in the middle. It is what it is. And now for the biggest one that you all already know about, because this made huge, like, major headlines right as it clock struck midnight. But Paul George is actually staying with the Oklahoma City Thunder. He announced this at a party that was hosted by Russell Westbrook last night.
If y'all didn't quite get it, let me say it again. I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay.
4 years, $137 million. I don't even think people expected it, if he did stay at OKC, for it to be with 4 years. We thought it would be like a 2-year deal, with the second year being a player option. But no, he is really committed to this idea of playing alongside Russell Westbrook. And this has a lot of people torn. People are like, well, I thought he wanted to go to LA or somewhere he'd be able to win a championship. Why is he staying with Oklahoma City Thunder? Clearly he did it for the money, since the Thunder are able to pay him more than anyone else. So Paul George George is just chasing the money. He's basically another Carmelo Anthony, but I don't think that's the case at all. I actually respect Paul George's decision a heck of a lot, because it's not like he stayed with the team that doesn't have potential, even though the Thunder did underperform this year. If we can be 100% honest, even though it sounds ridiculous when you say it if you're not a Thunder fan watching all the games, when Andre Robertson went down, it did greatly affect that team, because they were just starting to click, and then bang, Robertson goes down and they're never the same again, wind up losing in the first round. So the potential for the Thunder is still there, and I can't blame Paul George for staying. But anyways, that is all for today, guys. So now here is today's question of the day. How do you guys feel about Paul George staying with the OKC Thunder? Let me know down in the comment section below. But that is gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smack that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more daily NBA news. Thank you once again for watching. I'll see all of you right back here tomorrow, but until then, keep getting the bucks, Team SGC, and I'm out of here. Peace.